Yeah, and it was the biggest thing ever. Plus, I mean, your whole life growing up, you're pretending to play in the Super Bowl in the backyard. You're pretending to be these heroes of yours. And all of a sudden, the realization that I was actually there gave me some butterflies.
Okay, but then did you go out? Then you went out and played.
Yeah, I mean,
the more butterflies you guys had was "Where's our center?"
Yeah, that.
Do you remember that story? He played on the Raider team against the Buccaneers, and was it 02? Was it January of 02 or 03?
It was the 02 season.
Okay, the 02 season going into 03. The Raiders center that year had mental health issues. He didn't show up for the game. The starting center went AWOL.
I remember that story. Yeah, okay.
And the story is explain what happened.
Well,
he thought you won the game.
He went off his meds.
Right.
And
what was he, bipolar or something?
What was his name?
Barret Robbins.
That's right.
And he thought that we had won and was celebrating in Mexico when they found him. Wow. We were at, it was like picture day, the day before, at the day before the Super Bowl. We get to the stadium to get the team picture
not
taken.
Funny, but it's hard.
No.
This is
we're at the stadium.
He thought you won. Meanwhile, you're losing.
That part is funny. I grant you, but still.
Exactly.
It was a nightmare.
That's horrible.
An absolute nightmare. We didn't know until the day before. We went out to do a walkthrough, you know, and the first thing that happens in the walkthrough is the center calls the huddle for the offense, and no one's calling the huddle.
He called from a hotel in Cancun.
No one's calling the huddle, and everyone realized.
See, that's the part of the story.
Gone.
You've told me this off the air. That's the part of the story I find incredible. That you guys didn't realize it till that?
No.
Till he called for the huddle?
My wife, after the fact, said that she saw Barret walking out of the family hotel that Friday night.
Right.
And she knew that we had curfew. We had curfew at 11 p.m. that night. And she thought, wow, that's really odd. Barret is leaving, breaking curfew on Friday night. I wonder what's going on there. And, so, you know, of course, he went to Mexico. And that's what
Did he have a family? Did he have a wife and kids and stuff?
Wife and a daughter at the time.
Wow.
Well, 60 Minutes did about 4 or 5 years ago. 4 or 5 years ago, 60 Minutes did a piece on this guy, and it was sad, man, because like you could tell he was starting to lose it in the piece, talking about something that happened 5 years ago. But what's his status? Afterwards,
something went down. Like I left. I was a free agent, so I went to Philly. So I wasn't around for this, but a lot of the guys got busted for doing the Balco, the clear roll-on stuff. Yeah. He was one of the people who got busted for that. Eventually was out of football, and I heard that he was in like prison hospital.
He was doing time. He was doing time.
He was in the prison hospital.
That's when 60 Minutes
because
found him.
He was in South Beach, and the cops found him wandering through like a boutique that was closed. It was at 3 in the morning. 3 in the morning, he's walking through like a store or a mall or something, and the cops told him to stop, and he started laughing. He attacked the cops as they were shooting him. He was laughing while being, you know, pelted with bullets.
That's not good.
And
what do you mean pelted with bullets? Like rubber bullets?
No, they shot him. They shot him because he was attacking the cops, and he was laughing while attacking while being shot.
Maybe he was on meth or angel dust.
Who knows? Who knows? But it's just a mess. You know, everyone felt terrible for Marissa, his wife.
Yeah, of course, I would assume.
You know, his little daughter. You know, who knows? It's just a tragedy, and I have no idea.
When's the last time you actually talked to him?
Before the Super Bowl.
Oh, no, really? So you didn't speak to him since then?
No one wanted to talk to him. No, because after the Super Bowl, we lost.
You were mad that he was celebrating a win while you were losing the game.
We didn't see him. We didn't know where he was.
Right.
After the Super Bowl, we lost. You know, the after party was kind of a bummer.
You have an after party?
Yeah, because they planned it beforehand. They had a huge after party at the hotel.
And they make you go?
Well, you didn't have to go, but, you know, there's a huge spread, and, you know, everyone's, you know, having beers.
I went to in Indianapolis. I went to the Giant one, but that Giant one was fun because they won the game.
Because they won. Well, that's the thing. I was planning to enjoy it afterwards. You know, I was buckling down during the week, and I planned to have fun afterwards. So I went to the party. Barret, of course, wasn't there. I think they sent him home. So it wouldn't be a distraction once they had him, you know, subdued.
That's a crazy story.
But yeah, I never saw him again. took because I was off the team. I was an unrestricted free agent. I left, and I just didn't know what.
Was that your last year on the team?
Yeah.
Oh, and then he went to
the
Eagles.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Orlando, thanks so much for coming in.